So we'll see the next concept, comparison of A and B to C. So earlier we saw A was compared to B and B was compared to C. Here both the values A and B are compared to C, and here also we can form the ratios and we'll see how to make the workings. See here A is A% of C. So A is compared to C. So it is given in the of concept, A is A% of C and B is B% of C. The same value, it is compared. So now we'll write ratio between A and C. So it will end with C, and ratio between B and C. So as this ends with C, so we'll write in such a way that the next ratio starts with C. So now to form the ratio between A and C. So A is A% of C. So C's value is the base, and as it is percentage, take C's value 100. And what will be A's value? It is just A because it is of concept. So take here A. And now ratio between B and C. So this ends with C. So we'll see that the other ratio starts with C. And B is B% of C. So here C's value is base and then B's value is B. So it is of concept. So just write B. So A is compared with C and C is compared with B. So whenever two values are compared to a same value, here we get the same factor 100 and 100, and no need to consider this third factor at all. And this is only when these two values are compared to a same value. So whenever these two values are compared to a same value, so don't consider this value at all. Though the value is given, so just omit that, and we can work out percentage between A and B itself. Now what will be ratio of A and B? As both are compared with 100, so A and B ratio will be A is to B. So whenever two values are compared to a third one, so no need to consider that value. Just with this percentages we can work out. Say for example, so we'll take A is 20% of 500 and B is 10% of 500. And if we are asked to find comparison between A and B, what percent of A is B? So the question is asked, what percent of A is B? So now we'll get the value of A, that is 20% of 500. So what will be 20% of 500? 10% is 50, 20%. So A's value is 100. And what will be B's value? 10% of 500. So B's value is 50. So now we are asked to find what percent of A is B. So A's value will be the base. So the one which comes after of should be written in the denominator. So write this 100 in the denominator, 50 in the numerator into 100. What percent of A is B? So B is 50% of A. And here as the base is same, instead of finding the values, so no need to do this. So just with the percentages we can work out. So what percent of A is B? So as the base is same, so no need to consider this. So A's value will be in the denominator and B's value in the numerator into 100. So the percentage is 50%. So whenever the third value is same, two values are compared to the same value, instead of considering that with the percentages itself, we can work out. So with the percentages A and B itself. So here comparison was given in the concept of. Suppose if it is given in the concept of more or less, these two values with C. So concept of more or less. A is A% more or less than C. And B is given as B is B% more or less than C. And now A and B are compared to the same value. So as we saw earlier, no need to consider this. So write ratio between A and B itself with the given percentages. So when it is of concept, just write the percentages alone and work out with these ratios itself. And here it is given as more or less concept compared to the same value. So no need to consider this. Add or subtract A with 100 and add or subtract B with 100. Here the ratio for A and B. So now we can work out using adding this factor with A if it is more or subtracting this percentage from 100 if it is less. Now getting this ratio, adding or subtracting with 100 itself, we can work out and make our working easier. So we'll see an example how to make our working easier. So getting the ratio, getting the comparison and working out. So we'll see the example. So the example question is, cost of a book is rupees 575. The cost of a pen and the cost of a pencil is 75% and 25% of the cost of the book respectively. So here book's cost is given and pen is compared to the book and pencil is also compared to the book and the comparison is given as a percentage. Now as the base is same, so no need to consider the cost of the book if it is given also, so don't consider that. With A and B percentage itself we can work out. So we'll get the concerned percentage ratio of A and B and we'll answer the questions given below. So the questions are, what is the cost of the pencil to the cost of the pen? So we are asked to find cost of the pencil as a percentage to the cost of the pen. Or the second question is, what is the cost of the pen to the pencil? And the third one is, the first two questions itself are of concept. The third one is the concept of more or less. So by what percent the cost of the pen is more than the cost of the pencil. So we'll see here how to get the ratios and answer all these questions. So here no need to consider the cost of the book. And what is the cost of the pen to the book? It is 75%. So we'll take as pen and pencil. So cost of the pen is 75% the cost of the book. So we can just write that percentage itself, 75. And what is cost of the pencil? It is 25% the cost of the book. So we can get the ratios and work out. So ratio is 3:1. So ratio between cost of the pen and pencil is 3:1. Now what is the first question? What is the cost of the pencil to the cost of the pen? So it is asked in percentage. So we are asked to find the percentage of cost of the pencil to the cost of the pen. So here cost of the pen is the base. So what is the cost of the pen parts? 3 parts. And what is cost of the pencil parts? It is 1 part into 100. So what is 100 by 3? It is 33 1/3%. The cost of the pencil is 33 1/3% to the cost of the pen. Suppose if it is the other way, so what is the cost of the pen as a percentage to the cost of the pencil? So pencil's cost will be the base, that is 1, and pen's cost will be the required value in the numerator into 100. Now what will be the percentage? It is 300%. So cost of the pen is 300% the cost of the pencil. And the third question, by what percent the cost of the pen is more than the cost of the pencil? So either we can work out with ratios or we can work out with this percentage itself. So we have cost of the pen is 75%, and for pencil it is 25%. So with these percentages itself we can work out, because both are compared to the cost of the book. So here, what is the cost of the pen? By what percent the cost of the pen is more than the cost of the pencil? So here increase percentage is asked. So mostly this type of questions we get in data interpretation. Suppose say production of the year 2006, if it is 50 tons. Next year in 2007 it is 70. Now by what percent is the production more than the previous year? So increases are. So by what percent it is more? It is 20 points more. From how much it is more? From 50 it is more. So whenever they ask increase percentage, so write the smaller value in the denominator. In given two values, write the smaller value in the denominator. From this smaller value, from this 50 it is 20 more. So when they ask increase percentage, so smaller value in the denominator and difference in the numerator into 100. So remember, whenever they mention as increase or profit or more, so for all these factors, increase percentage or by what percent it is more, or if they ask the profit percent, so in any two given values, write the higher, smaller value in the denominator. Say suppose if they ask by what percent the value of pencil is less than the cost of the pencil, so when decrease percentage is asked, so we can take opposites for all these terms. For if it is decrease, if it is loss, or if it is less, percentage is asked. So if it is decrease or loss or less. So for all these factors, if percentage is asked, that is for decrease percentage, in any two value, in the given two values, write the higher value in the denominator. Say for example, the production 70, so next year it comes to 60. So by what percent the production decreased? So from 70 it has come down to 10 units. So we have to write the higher value in the denominator for decrease percentage. So whenever decrease, loss or less is mentioned, so write the higher value in the denominator and always the difference in the numerator. Into 100. So I will give you the required percentage. So in our question, by what percent the cost of the pen is more than the cost of the pencil? That is, increase percentage is asked. So as the base is same, we can work out with percentages itself. So the two percentages we have, 75 and 25. So more percentage is asked, so write the smaller value in the denominator and difference in the numerator into 100. So we'll give you the required percentage. So 75 minus 25 is 50 by 25 into 100. So what is the required percentage? So it is 200% is the answer. The cost of the pen is 200% more than the cost of the pencil. So using this concept, we'll see a live example which was asked in previous exam. So we'll see an example. So based on this concept. So the question is, two numbers are less than the third number by 50% and 54% respectively. So by how much percent is the second number less than the first number? So this question was asked in exam Bank of Maharashtra, PO exam 2008. So we'll see the working here. So two numbers are compared to the third number. So by what percent is first number less than the third number? So it is less than 50%. So when it is less, so off means we'll take the value directly, whatever percent is given. So it is given that 50% less. So we'll subtract 50 from 100 and take first number value as 50. 100 minus 50 is 50. And by what percent is the second number less than the third number? So it is 54% less than the third number. So here also it is compared to the same value. So just we can work out with percentage. So as it is less, subtract 54 from 100. So 100 minus 54, it is 46. So second number we get as 46 itself. We can assume that it is 46 itself. And now comparison between two values. So one we have got as 50, the other is 46. And the question is, by what percent the second number is less than the first number? So less percentage is asked, that is decreased percentage is asked. So which value we'll write in the denominator? The higher value. So we'll see how to work this out. So we'll take the first number as 1 and second number as 2. So both the numbers are compared to the third number. So first number is compared to the third one, second number is also compared to the third one. So we can work out with this percentages itself. Here the concept is more or less concept, so it is not off concept. So here the first number is 50% less than the third number. So as it is less, so we'll subtract 50 from 100 and first number will take as 50 itself. And the second number, it is 54% less than the third number. So as the base is same, no need to consider that. So subtract 54 from 100, so value is 46. So now assuming first number as 50 itself and assuming second number as 46 itself, so we can answer the question. So we have two numbers, 50 and 46. So what is the question here? By what percent is the first number less than the, by what percent the second number less than the first number? So second number is 46 and the first number is 50. So decreased percentage is asked. So when decreased percentage is asked, so which value will write in the denominator? The higher value. So by how much this 46 is less than 50? So the base is 50. So whenever decreased percentage is asked or less percentage is asked, so write the higher value in the denominator. For the numerator, it is always difference. By how much it is less? 4 points less. So 50 minus 46, it is 4 into 100, 4 percentage. So now by what percent is the second number less than the first number? So just simplifying, we get the answer. So within seconds we can get the answer here. So it is 8%. So second number is 8% less than the first number. So here the first number, as it is 50% less than the third number, so just subtracting 50 from 100, we have got value as 50. Second number is 54% less, so 100 minus 54, we have got the value 46. So as both are compared to the same value, we can assume first number is 50, second number is 46 and proceed. So as decreased percent is asked, in between these two, write the higher value and difference in the numerator. So 4 by 50 into 100 for percentage. So it is 8% is the answer. So when we check the option, so 8% is not given. So what will be the answer? So it is option E, none of this. So we'll see the next concept.